Most people are afraid of taxes. Even the word itself lang.
Why should we pay taxes? We know where our money is going. There's no point in it.
But the thing is, sa lahat naman ng ginagawa natin, halos may kakibat na tax eh.
Just because they're not following the law doesn't mean that we shouldn't, because then nothing gets done.
ACG wants to help other
Young businessmen, young entrepreneurs,
make sure their taxes are good, they understand what tax is all about.
a fairer playing ground when it comes to business. There's no excuse being ignorant and not knowing about it, because knowledge really is power.
Kailangan lang ma-educate and ma-orient yung mga tao na magbayad ng maayos.
They're really trying to help everyone out by paying less taxes, but legally and paying it right.
Hindi dapat matakot yung mga tao sa pagbabayad doon.
Hey, we're all working together in one ecosystem. Let's make the ecosystem stronger.
Lahat ng gagawin mo ngayon will affect yung tomorrow.
And by paying taxes, we're helping actually everybody.
Let's do fast talk. Ready? Kain tulog.
Kain.
Tulog.
Definitely kain because food is life.
Tulog.
Tulog.
Kain.
Kain.
Beer, soju.
Beer. Soju.
Beer.
Wala.
Beer!
Soju! Nakakalaki na siya yung beer eh. Soju ako para maka-K-pop tayo.
Ayoko ng beer. Ayoko ng soju.
Pampatulog, beer.
Soju.
Netflix, YouTube.
YouTube? Ang hirap pumili. Netflix para sa K-drama and YouTube para sa BTS.
Pwede both?
Netflix.
Netflix. Netflix.
Netflix.
Exmo, BIR Examiner.
BIR Examiner.
Oh my God. BIR Examiner.
Para wala nang feelings.
Huh?
Wala nang...
Hindi ganun kahirap ang issue dun eh.
BIR Examiner na lang.
Tinatanong pa ba yan? Tito Boy, BIR examiner ang pipiliin ko.
Beer examiner na lang, kaya ko yun.
Exco.
Ex ko, syempre.
ML, COD.
ML.
Call of Duty ako.
Cooking Mama.
Candy Crush.
Pareho kung walang pipiliin dyan. Hindi ko alam ang mga games na yan. Ang inabot ko ay Counter-Strike at Sims pa.
Online game. Stock market. Mobile Legends.
Mobile Legends.
Araw, gabi.
Araw.
Love or money?
Love.
Yes or no? Does wealth matter?
Yes.
Yes or no? Does looks matter?
Yes.
Yes or no? Does size matter?
What size? Ayoko sagutin.
Ganda o yaman?
Ganda.
If you have wings, saan ka pupunta at bakit?
Sa Tacloban para makakain ulit ng binagot.
Death or taxes?
Taxes.
Lights on, lights off.
Lights on.
Best time for sex? Sex or chocolates?
Chocolates. Super daming chocolates.
You are at the pearly gates and God is there. And He says, bakit kita papapasukin sa langit?
Ako ay isang nanay.
Last question. Bakit tayo dapat magbayad ng buwis?
Get ready for the next battle. just want to explain the lifeblood theory of taxation. So, the existence of the government is a necessity. As a taxpayer, for them to build infrastructure such as buildings, schools, roads, bridges, and to provide or deliver good service to the Filipino people.
Nararapat lamang na magbayad tayo ng ating buwis dahil ito ay ating obligasyon bilang isang mamamayan ng bansang Pilipinas.
Kailangan pa rin nating magbayad ng tax kahit nasa gitna tayo ng pandemic. Bakit? This is our way of helping our government na matugunan ang pangangailangan ng bansa natin ngayon para matugunan ang pangangailangan ng mga kapamilya natin at kababayan natin na naghihirap ngayong pandemic na ito. So kapamilya, huwag kalimutan ang obligasyon natin. Let us pay our taxes.
Bakit tayo dapat magbayad ng buwis? Bakit tayo dapat magbayad ng buwis?
It's being part of a responsible citizen, diba? I feel like if you really want to have a say in the ins and outs of government, it has to start with being a good citizen first. And paying taxes is actually one of the main responsibilities of being a good citizen, apart from, of course, voting. So I guess, it's something that we need to do. The issue of where taxes go is part of who you vote for. So just be responsible with those decisions.
Yep. Ako kailangan magbayad ng tax kasi it is the right thing to do. You know?
Kailangan magbayad ng tax kasi yan ang ambag natin. Dapat magbayad ng tax kasi dapat maging mabubuting citizens pa rin tayo at para sa atin din naman.
As citizens, we're expected to pay our tax so that the money can go to where the country needs it most. And we expect the government to do the same.
Para sa akin, importante na magbayad tayo ng buwis dahil responsibilidad natin ito at para na rin makatulong tayo sa pag-unlad at ekonomiya ng ating bansa.
Sa akin, simple lang. Kung kumita ka naman at meron dapat bayaran na tax, sa tingin ko maliban sa obligasyon, tulong din natin to sa gobyerno para magawa nila kung ano yung kailangan lalo na ngayong COVID pandemic.
Tip dito mula sa isang
Yung mga nangangarap magnegosyo pero walang puhunan. O Angeline, unang-una, basta nagka-feel na tayo, forever na yon.
citizens tayo, obligasyon natin yan.
Let's go back. Nakakatuwa naman. Yan mga Wi-Fi challenges. Mabuhay Pilipinas! One more time. Are we okay? Can you please give me a indication we are fine? Ako po si Anthony Pangilinan. Earlier, I was just practicing, by the way. So if you did not hear me, then I hope you can right now. Magandang umaga po, tanghali, hapon, gabi sa inyong lahat. Dito po sa Pilipinas, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, and to our OFW sa lahat ng bahagi ng mundo. Live po tayong napapanood sa FB page ng Asian Consulting Group, TaxWiz PH, YouTube channel, at sa FYE channel live streaming via Kumu. Welcome to Ask the Wiz, the TaxWiz Live 2.0 special. Okay? Elite Taxpayer Circle official launch. Okay? Are we fine? Are we fine? Are we fine? As the Philippines' first tax hub for top corporations, SMEs, and the celebrities in the Asia-Pacific region, ACG provides strategic and technology-driven solutions to fix tax problems even during a crisis. Pwede bang rin? Income problems, hindi lang income tax. ACG works with CEOs and decision makers of big industries. Its founder and directors are respected leaders in their field of expertise. Taxation, business management, entrepreneurship, digital marketing, public relations, marketing communications, pati mga Zoom launch, expertise na rin nila yan. Their commitment is to help you stay out of trouble with the BIR. Laking yan, malaking value added yan. So you can focus on your business in creating value. Importante po yun, di ba? Para dun tayo sa core natin nakatutok. As Benjamin Franklin said, in this world, nothing can be said to be certain except what? Except what? Death and taxes. Well, ngayon, meron rin death, taxes, and social distancing. So they cannot help you avoid death, okay? But they can help you fix your taxes with honor and integrity. Whether you want to grow your business locally or expand globally, ACG will be with you every step of the way to build your empire while contributing to nation building through the taxes that you pay. Nakita naman natin yan sa mga videos kanina, no? This year, we are finally launching, because we have been planning this actually, di ba, Mon? The Elite Taxpayer Circle, an exclusive membership for professionals, entrepreneurs, and influencers who aim to create value and earn profit without worrying about their taxes. Elite Taxpayer Circle, or ETC, will provide the sense of security and peace of mind through the privileges and benefits exclusively available to its members. Today, we are honored to have with us our advocacy partner from the, of course, BIR, Bureau of Internal Revenue, to give the keynote message. The Deputy Commissioner of the Legal Group, Attorney Marisa Cabreros. Let's now call. Are we going to have a message by, is it the keynote, or do we go straight first to our chairman? Or diretso na ba tayo to the keynote message?
Hi, Anthony. Good afternoon.
Hi, Mon. Good afternoon. Ikaw ba muna, Mon? Sorry, I think...
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Wait, then I have to introduce you. Properly.
No, it's fine.
Please. Chairman and Senior Tax Advisor of Asian Consulting Group, the brainchild of TaxWiz PH mobile app, and founding trustee of the Center for Strategic Reforms of the Philippines, CSR Philippines. Ito na, Mon Abrea.
Maraming salamat, brother. Thank you, Mr. Anthony Pangilinan, for being with us in this very special occasion, and actually another milestone. Kung naalala mo, Anthony, and to all our live viewers, when we launched the Hackatax
the Innovation Challenge of the Bureau of Internal Revenue, dito rin sa Tax Hub, I was very emotional in saying na it's a dream come true that finally BIR is working with us and making the public more involved, especially on digital transformation. Ito, another milestone na naman kasi we often hear that tax is the lifeblood of the government. But what we have forgotten is that our love of country, tayo po, we are the heartbeat. Imagine niyo if all of us, ang tibok ng puso natin is always for our country, para sa bayan. Then we will not be running after each other. We will not be complaining because we will be collaborating, working with the government. And Anthony, siguro reminder dito sa ating lahat na sa panahon ng crisis, it rekindles and it will continue to remind us the bayanihan spirit, yung kung saan tayo kilala, mga Pilipino sa buong mundo. Nowadays, we often hear that Filipinos are resilient. Pero nakalimutan natin, tayo po ang kauna-unahang nagpakilala sa mundo ng people power, ng bayanihan, yung nagbubuhat ng kubo. Imagine if we will treat our taxes like that we will not burden each other. Instead, we will help each other grow and expand our businesses without being burdened by too much taxes. That's why we are pushing for tax reform. But at the same time, we do everything out of love. And sana yung love of country mag-translate sa taxes na babayaran natin. Hindi ko kasi ma-imagine, Anthony, brother, na sasabihin mong mahal mo yung bayan mo, pero ang laki nung kinikita mo, hindi ka nagbabayad ng tax. Sa akin, isang malaking insulto yung mag-feeding program ka sa mahihirap, pero hindi ka nagbabayad ng buwis mo. It's like a marketing ploy that you just let people know of your good, of that you're doing something good, but actually yung basic duty, responsibility natin, pay our employees properly, pay our taxes correctly, parang ini-skip natin. So again, we only have two basic civic duties for us to really call ourselves proud and true Filipino. First is to pay our taxes. If you are OFW, you are exempted. But still, it doesn't make you less of a Filipino. But the second one is to elect worthy, honest, and really hardworking public servants who will be entrusted, to whom we will entrust our hard-earned money through the taxes that we pay. So we don't use corruption or failure or inefficiency in some government agencies or complaints that we have in some government agencies for us not to pay our taxes. We have to make sure that during election, we elect the best, and during tax season and every deadline, we express our love of country by paying our taxes. Kaya naman po, very timely na nung panahon nitong pandemya, during the lockdown, I feel a bit sentimental na nagbigay ng ayuda, maraming natulungan. I feel that a part of it came from me kasi nagbabayad tayo ng buwis. So imagine that if we will rekindle that love of country, patriotism, and that bayanihan, ano kaya ang magagawa natin bilang isang bansa, bilang isang bansang Pilipinas? So very timely that we are launching Elite Taxpayer Circle. Ang daming nagdinegosyo, laging problema ang buwis, tumatakbo sa fixer, nagra-run sa social media. But have we asked ourselves, are we really doing our part, our share, to pay our taxes correctly? May nag-due diligence ba tayo or pinapasa lang lahat natin sa ating mga bookkeepers without us knowing na meron palang mga nakakaligtaan, meron palang mga maling nagagawa? So the Elite Taxpayer Circle will encourage and promote honest tax payment, but at the same time will support you all the way through quarterly tax conference, monthly briefings, and free consultations to make sure na lahat ng ETC members will be role models. And we want BIR, even if they don't certify us, we want BIR to recognize that we are doing our best to be good Filipino, to be responsible citizens, to be honest taxpayers. Yun po ang pangarap natin. Kaya with all the advocacies that we're doing, we feel that it's very timely na ngayon po magsama-sama po tayo and support each other's businesses, but at the same time, remind each other that we have a country to take care of, that we have to make sure that the next generation will enjoy and see a better Philippines through the taxes that we pay and in collaboration with our government. So I am very honored to present to you the Elite Taxpayer Circle. Tayo po to. Proud tayong Pilipino, taxpayer tayo, mahal natin ang bayan natin. Maraming salamat.
When did paying taxes look so sexy? Hindi lang sa inspiring, di ba? Parang ayaw mong ma-out, gusto mong ma-in and to be part of it. Well, as I introduced earlier, I will reintroduce again, just to make sure that we give honor to our guests. So we would like to introduce our advocacy partner from the BIR, the Bureau of Internal Revenue, to give the keynote message, the Deputy Commissioner of the Legal Group, Attorney Marisa O. Cabreros. Good afternoon.
Anthony. Good afternoon, Mon. Okay, so am I clear? Can you hear me? Okay, great. So let me formally start. Mr. Raymond Abria, Chairman of the Elite Tax Circle, Mr. Jaime Augusto Sobel de Ayala, Mr. Jose Magsaysay Jr., the members of the Elite Tax Circle, and our honored guests, good afternoon. The Commissioner has asked me to extend his cordial regrets to everyone. He regrets that a previously scheduled appointment has prevented him from accepting the invitation to join your event. He is, however, deeply grateful for the creation of the Elite Tax Circle and for the reason behind its inception. The support of the circle, comprised as it is of the captains of industry and celebrities from the entertainment world for our tax collection efforts, could not have come at a more opportune time. There is no doubt that the past 10 months can rightly be described as some of the most troubled and traumatic times in our history. A friend remarked to me, "This is our World War II," referring to the anguished years of the greatest global conflict in history. In a sense, however, the enemy we now face is far more insidious and destructive, as it is nemesis that remains invisible to the naked eye, yet the extent of its devastating impact on the very fabric of our society may not be known for several years to come. Indeed, few will forget how during the first 2 or 3 months of the lockdowns, daily life came to a virtual standstill for countless Filipinos, and the specter of hunger, joblessness, and disease haunted people from all walks of life. We have managed to move forward from those dark days of uncertainty and anxiety. But for many of our fellow Filipinos, every day continues to bring with it fresh challenges in these efforts to seek out living, even as they try to protect themselves from this unseen and silent enemy. Another friend spoke to me recently of the experience of a couple who lived in her neighborhood. Both have lost their livelihoods when the companies they work for closed down, and because they could no longer afford the standard of living in Metro Manila, they and their 2 children were forced to leave their home and make the difficult journey to their relatives in Tarlac, who had agreed to take them in. The children, however, were compelled to skip their school year as their parents could no longer afford their tuition and they were too late to enroll in a public school. Their story is replicated in countless families across the country, oftentimes from the marginalized sectors of the society, a hand-to-mouth existence as laborers, jeepney or tricycle drivers, or factory workers. It did not help matters that 2 powerful typhoons cut across Luzon in a space of less than 2 weeks when Typhoon Rolly cut and made destruction across Bicol region, while Typhoon Ulysses inundated Metro Manila, Cagayan, and Isabel in floods. That I am sure that we are all aware of the scores of people huddled in crowded evacuation centers will certainly result in rise in COVID cases. In many ways, the experience of the past 10 months has taught us a deeper appreciation for simpler things in life, the bonds of family, the compassion of strangers. Through deeds and small, people have tried to help those who have felt far from severely the negative impacts of lockdowns and provide relief where they can. Prosaic as it may seem, the quiet act of paying taxes is an important avenue for people and organizations to extend assistance to our fellow Filipinos. Now more than ever, are these resources needed to fund our healthcare system, which is currently under enormous strain. It is to discredit of our healthcare professionals that they continued to shoulder on despite the great risk that they must face every moment of the day. If we are to continue providing this and many other key services to the public, then your taxes are urgently needed to sustain the government's effort to shepherd our country through the pandemic and bring us all past these times of uncertainty and deprivation. There are developed vaccines already, and that will be instrumental in bringing the world out of the sinkhole of this pandemic. This news could not have come at a more opportune moment, as it has given all of us hope that this time of great trials and hardship may soon be behind us. And yet, we cannot escape the fact that these vaccines will not be distributed for free by their developers, nor the reality that for millions of Filipinos, the vaccine will be beyond their limited purchasing capacity. Public funds sourced through the taxes we pay will therefore play a vital role in helping us make this vaccine accessible to Filipinos from all walks of life so that we can finally end this pandemic once and for all and restore our people's collective peace of mind after so many months of distress and uncertainty. As leading figures of the Philippine society, your standing with people from every sector of society will surely be instrumental in urging public to pay their taxes and support the government's efforts to rebuild our economy and rebuild our people's way of life. It is in no small thing to lend your credibility, your good names, and your reputations to promoting tax awareness and tax compliance. This is without a doubt an act of patriotism that the Bureau commends most profoundly. Beyond this act of support for the government's recovery efforts, however, the creation of the tax circle is also, as its deepest meaning, an act of empathy for the marginalized and the greater proportion of our fellow Filipinos who have suffered the most under the pandemic, and who are immediate beneficiaries of the government's assistance programs. Such generosity of spirit is an inspiration to us all and is eloquent proof of Filipinos' compassionate nature in their readiness to offer help and comfort to people in need. Many have said that the experience of the pandemic will change our lives forever. While that may certainly prove true, I am confident that it will also renew our trust in the resiliency of our people and our commitment to the common welfare of our nation. May the efforts of the elite tax circle and all who respond to their call to help rebuild our nation through our taxes be that light of our nation, glowing with the radiance of hope for better times to come, a beacon of assurance that through our united efforts and tireless collaboration, we can bring our country past these challenging times into future of recovery and renewal of our people. May God's wisdom and grace be your constant inspiration in your endeavors, and may He favor all our undertakings with success. Thank you all very much, and please stay safe and well. God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Commissioner Cabreros. Maraming salamat. You know, this is the first time I have ever heard somebody from BIR to talk about taxes in an empathetic way. Di ba kasi, pag pinag-uusapan ng taxes, responsibility, pero yung empathy, this is a whole new perspective. You know, thank you so much for reminding us also that taxes are not the end. It is just a means, no, towards a higher end. So, maraming salamat. Thank you very much, Deputy Commissioner. And to Mon, I would also like to... You're welcome. We'll be working with you definitely in the coming days of course, the coming months, di ba? Tax season na. Mon, we should set up ano.
Wow. Thank you. Sorry late, but thank you, Deputy Commissioner Moc Marisa Cabreros. Pero Anthony, tama ka, it's important that our people see the faces of our leaders sa Bureau of Internal Revenue. Kasi for the longest time, puro horror stories, puro not so good anecdotes ang naririnig natin. Tulad ni Attorney Moc, I mean, one of the, not just hardworking, very competent, very honest, and alam niyo yun, sa dami ng pinasa natin sa BIR na challenge na kolektahin to para mapondohan to, kolektahin to para mapondohan to, never natin narinig nagreklamo ang ating mga taga-BIR, especially our Deputy Commissioner Moc, Commissioner Billy Dulay, sila Deputy Commissioner Lani, Deputy Commissioner Arnel Gubalya, si Deputy Commissioner Celia King. I mean, all of them, all our regional directors, lalo na ngayon na meron tayo, Anthony, na BIR in Action Live, mas nakikita nila yung mga personalities na, ay, ang bait pala ng regional director, ay, ang galing naman sumagot, opo, mababait at magagaling po talaga sila, don't be surprised. Dahil kung hindi po, hindi tayo makakakolekta ng buwis. Pero ang totoo, Anthony, I think si DepCom Marisa can attest to this, Attorney Moc, pagka merong ang ginawang mali, kapag pag di ka nagbayad ng buwis, I don't think magiging mabait si DepCom Moc. Tama ba, DepCom Moc?
Well, it's not hindi magiging mabait, pero kailangan lang namin i-implement talaga yung batas kasi otherwise, if we don't impose the penalties, kami naman ang babalikan at remiss with our public duty kasi we need to put teeth to the collection kasi as we said nga, taxes are the lifeblood of the government.
Ayan. So thank you very much, Attorney Moc. Looking forward to collaborate more, especially malapit na ang tax season. I mean, next week we will be doing our online tax kick-off. Hindi ko muna sasabihin yung team na in-approve, baka mapagalitan ako, but napaka relevant, Anthony, nung bagong tema ng BIR para sa tax season na darating. At lahat tayo, Anthony, lahat ng ating mga partners, business leaders, mga CEOs, celebrities, influencers, lahat sila pagsasama-samahin natin para tulungan ng BIR ikampanya na ito po ay hindi para kila Attorney Moc, ito po ay para sa bayan, para sa lahat ng mga kababayan natin na nangangailangan ng tulong at para po mapondohan ang napakagandang kinabukasan para sa susunod na henerasyon. Wala pong halong politika. Yan po ang tunay na pagmamahal sa bayan. Thank you very much, Attorney Moc, for joining us.
Thank you for inviting us. Thank you.
Thank you. Finally, it's not just a name, it's also a face, di ba? And then you hear the voice. Tapos yung message, hindi pa tungkol sa latest procedure, di ba? O requirement. And that's great kasi kami, sorry ha, pero ang mukha lang nakikita namin doon sa pera namin. No, but seriously, thank you for this opportunity because we see a heart behind now. Diba, the hand that is collecting, may puso, diba? And that's something that you started here. Pero dapat meron tayong kung merong elite taxpayer circle, dapat meron elite revenue earning circle kasi kailangan ng revenue.
Oo, bro, ikaw ang mag-ano doon. I-launch mo, susuportahan kita, partner.
Tapos, meron dyan, mga kaibigan na natin, mga elite tax monitoring naman, kung saan napupunta.
Ayan.
Okay,
Ayan,
so we go through our questions and discussions.
May mga makakasama tayo, bro.
Yes. I'd like to introduce them together with you, Mon. Okay, so please welcome today for your questions in a panel like I've never seen before. Next naman, on taxes, President Philippine Franchise Association Cheryl Quintana is with us today. We also have the President and CEO of Tokyo Tempura, President Afi, and lead convener Bayanihan, by B-U-Y, campaign, George Winnicki. We have the resident financial advisor, ANC On The Money, Salved Duplito. And then we have the president of Kenji Day Food Group, Kenneth Ko. And mga kaibigan natin, Nick Kenny. Guys, welcome to Would you like to say something?
May nag-e-echo.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Who would like to say hello first? Pauna ka na.
Yes, good afternoon. In behalf of AFI, good afternoon to everybody. Kamusta po kayong lahat? Thank you for having me here this afternoon, Anthony and Mon. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Prof. J. Kamusta po, Mr. Garcia?
Yes. Okay naman kami. Thank you. Hello. Thank you, George. Yes, who would like to say hello?
Hi.
Yes.
Hi,
Sir
everyone.
Hello.
Salve here.
Hi, Mon. Okay, Salve muna. Girls first. And then Kenneth. Yes, Salve. Kamusta?
Ganyan na mahirap mag-moderate, ano, pag online kasi hindi mo alam kung sino una magsasalita. But I'm just so happy to see everyone safe and healthy. We are going to learn a lot of things today from each other and from Anthony and from all the viewers. I hope there's a Q&A also. I don't know. But I am just so happy that everybody's hopeful and upbeat. This is a new year and we can do anything this year.
We can do anything this year, huh?
To see
I like
everyone.
that. Yes, next, I have to introduce somebody I did not introduce, Professor J. Bernardo. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for inviting me, Mon. And it's nice to see my students and friends around, so I'd like to say hi to everybody as well.
Kenneth?
Yes. Hi, Sir Anthony. Hello. Nice to meet everyone here. Huh?
Likewise. Mr. Prudes, looking young as ever.
Yeah, good afternoon, and thank you for inviting me to be part of this wonderful team. Still smiling, still full of hope in spite of all the challenges that we have to overcome, not just for ourselves, but for the community and for country. So again, thank you, and I'm so proud to be part of this LI team, and hopefully that we can be able to inspire others also in spite of all these challenges.
Yes, Cheryl?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. In behalf of the Philippine Franchise Association Board of Trustees and members, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat.
Okay, siguro let's start off with you, Mon. Mon, ano ba yung kahalagahan, relevance ng elite taxpayer circle, like some of the people that we have in the panelists, to the regular taxpayer, or at this time when you have COVID? Maybe a quick statement, and then I'd like to hear from others.
That's a very good question, bro. Honestly, I think it's high time that we take pride that we are taxpayers. As simple as that. Let us not hide. Let us not run away. Let's no longer be afraid of BIR. We work with them. Let's take pride that we are contributing no matter how much, as long as we feel that that's our fair share. And the Elite Taxpayer Circle would like to inspire, encourage more Filipinos to be proud that ako'y Pilipino, taxpayer ako. Mahal ko ang bayan ko. So wag niyo nang tanongin kung magkano binayad ko, but I will give my share.
Okay, thank you, Mon. Okay, to the panel. So, you have declared, ibig sabihin, bukas nandiyan ang BIR sa inyo. Can you please comment on this idea of pushing for tax paying at this time of our nation's history? Anyone, please.
Yes, exactly, Anthony. You know, at the height of the lockdowns, the first step for us now, for my company, sa Oraexpa, and I'm very thankful for ACG because they have been our partners since 2013. When we were, fixing our corporations, our obligations to be, because I'm sure a lot of our entrepreneurs are, facing a lot of challenges. Even before the pandemic, they get to receive LOA, and they get to be very scared. Some really went to close their companies. So for me, last year was my 20th anniversary as an entrepreneur, Anthony. So it's very, I'm very grateful for all our partners. And at the height of the lockdowns, the first stop to report to our office was our accounting department, because takot na takot kami na magka-penalty, because we know that even everything was uncertain, even we have problems we are facing, even if the stores already are closing, the brick and mortar stores, paying taxes is imminently an obligation that we can't stop, because all the more that the government needs to answer to the call of the people for help. So saan naman nila kukunin yun? So it is our obligation and we take pride after our relationship with the ACG and personally with our tax whiz, we have taken that pride as an entrepreneur that if you are paying taxes na tama, on time, it's really a added credibility and you are a legit entrepreneur of the country and really moving forward for our nation transformation.
Thank you. Legit, Cheryl. 20 years.
Correct.
Sabi nung isa dito, 20 years old ka lang daw eh.
Akala ko 20 years old siya.
Professor, can you tell us, Professor J, so, mga entrepreneurs na tinuturuan nyo ngayon, paano? Revenue generation pa lang, hirap na sila tax-paying pa.
Tama-tama yung pagbukas ni Monetong Elite Club kasi lahat ng 2019 negative yung No, I'm just kidding. There's still a lot of businesses that are doing very well. There are a lot of people that are affected. But in a recent survey, lumabas yung top 3 concerns ng MSME, and that the first one being assistance in loan repayment, and then the second one being access to credit, and then the third one was to have tax breaks. So at this point in time, baka hindi dapat yung to have tax breaks because the people that will be taxed for 2020 are the people more likely who still gained a lot of revenue during this pandemic. A lot of people have been affected, so the real concern of MSMEs can be reduced to, and yes, last Saturday, Anthony, I was talking to a group of 500 bankers on how to resolve the access to credit and loan repayment requests of MSMEs. But the tax breaks, why? In fact, we should pay the taxes and help the government, or else the government will come back with higher taxes as well.
May tax ka lang naman, kumita ka di ba? So, kumita ka na nga, hindi ka pa magbabayad.
So, this movement came very timely. It's time to get together, whether it's good, bad times or good times.
Okay.
So, congratulations, Mon.
Fruits, Mr. Fruits, good times and bad. From your experience through the many decades, diba?
Grabe sa many decades.
Diba? World War I, World War II. Do you vouch for this na kailangan, regardless of the situation, ay tuloy-tuloy tayo sa tax paying? Ruth, I'm addressing you, our senior partner.
Sa part naman, on our part sa Mekeni, everybody knows that in prior years we have a lot of challenges. And with all these challenges, dito naman so yung everybody's aware, no, 2019 we had this very challenging situation where we made a voluntary withdrawal of our products because of possible contamination of ASF. But we have cleared that one. We have everything tested in our plant, everything that turns negative. So we were back on later part in December 19, but we stopped for almost 2 months of operation for selling our products until such time all our products we were able to retrieve on this one. And hindi pa kami nakakabawi, dumating na naman itong pandemic sometime in March. So immediately, on our part, para sabi ko, this is for me the best reason to say we have to quit. We have to stop because we have all the reasons na kung iba nga na matatag, ng iba nga ay naghihirap at biglang huminto, kami pa kaya, parang ito yung unang temptations na pumapasok. Then when we go back to our history, hindi ito istorya ng Mekeni, that we have to face all the challenges in business, not just for us, but for the community. So ito na yung ginawa namin doon na we anticipated that the lockdown is not just for 1 week, 2 weeks, not for months, maybe months or years. So ito yung pinaganda namin na anong pwedeng gawin initially we made that commitment that whatever we do, we have to survive. And for us to survive, we have to help others to survive also. So makikita mo ngayon isa-isa mga kumpanya nagsasara, negosyo, mga tao unti-unting nawawala ng negosyo. So we started with our own team. Sabi ko, why don't we help our family, yung mga employees natin, teach them yung make any home-to-home deliveries. So it's not only for our workers, but ultimately we forecasted that their brothers, their sisters, sooner or later they will losing their livelihood. So why don't we help these people? We will create a product that they can sell to the community. Doon namin sinila yung what we call the Bayani lines. It is a product na pang-street. Sabi namin, wala pang bayani yan noon. Immediately, we created this product. We called it the Bayani lines. In such a way, we recognize for us to rise, we have to help others to rise also. These are the small entrepreneurs in the street vendors. Ito yung tinitingnan namin. Why don't we create a products for them? So when we did that, sabi namin, these are heroes that they want to really support their family kahit yung day-to-day meal lang nila, makatulong tayo. So this is the start na sabi namin, okay, babawan tayo, hindi tayo hinto. We keep on moving forward in such a way, pag nawala lahat ng pag-asa, nawala na yung pakiramdam mo, susuko ka na, what will happen to our country? So our decision now is really to continue, and also we have to contribute more for the country. Maganda naman yung partnership namin kaya Bromon from the very beginning, tinulungan kami. We are not perfect, but we are trying to really position in such a way. Our obligation is not only for our people, it's not only for our mga partners namin, but also to the community and for the country. Kaya ito inspiration namin, mahirap, pinakamahirap ito sa challenge sa buhay ng Mekeri. But I think sa tulong-tulong, we will survive this kind of pandemic.
Bro, Anthony, I just got a message from DEPCOM MOC. Thank you daw, Prof. J, because we don't really need tax break now. We want those who are earning to share by paying their taxes. So, thank you daw, Prof. J. Meron ka daw discount, 0.000001. Maraming salamat po.
Jay, they recorded what you said. Ngayon, nagba-viral na. Importante yung sinabi ni Prud. So thank you for reinforcing that. It's not just about you, right? It's also what others will do after you, because today they're watching you. They're watching you, right? Many people are watching us. And I think it's the same with AFI. George, yung ginagawa ninyo, di ba? Beyond just running your franchise, you launched a lot of advocacy programs. Saan ka ba nagkaroon ng oras? Meron ka ng kailangan iahon yung mga franchise, tapos ang dami mong ginawa para sa komunidad. Actually, a lot of you here, I know not all of you, got involved in advocacy work. Tapos ngayon, meron pang tax-paying advocacy. George, can you give us an idea of why you're into all this?
Well, number one, during the pandemic kasi, lahat ng members namin are at the loss, no? Hindi nila alam ang gagawin nila. And siyempre tayo po ay namanahan ng isang malaking task to lead our members, no? So that's why we created so many advocacy activities during the pandemic. The first one that we did was we launched an emergency podcast to really calm and direct our members what to expect in this pandemic. Kasi itong pandemic at saka lockdown, this is the first time we heard, and so wala tayong idea kung ano to eh. Wala nakakaalam kung anong mangyayari sa atin. And we invited Professor Eric Soriano to give us some learnings on crisis management or business management, crisis handling. And at the same time, we also invited Dr. Deepak Slapit to help us. No? And then, mula nun, hindi tayo tumigil because marami talagang umiiyak. Every night, we basically, I talk to 10 members crying. Some of them are in denial. Sakala nila, bagyo lang to, na after 1 week, babalik ang normal. Some of them are really contemplating in closing their stores. So sabi namin, dapat tuloy-tuloy itong parang consultancy with them, no? let's give them a shoulder to cry on and ears to listen to them. So pagkatapos po nun, tinuloy-tuloy na rin namin po yung Bayanihan podcast namin. We gave them many learnings. No? Meron tayong, nag-retreat tayo on podcast. We invited Brother Boss Sanchez to talk to them. So we also invited a psychiatrist to handle fears and depression during that days. Pagkatapos po nun, nakita po na isa rin po tayo sa nakiusap sa mga malls to give us a rental concession, no? Of course, with the help of Secretary Mon Lopez and PA Joey Concepcion, na grant po yung waiving of the 3 months rent, no? Plus the rental discount para sa micro, small, medium enterprise. Kaya lang po, hindi rin po kami tumigil doon. Sabi natin, we have to give courage to our micro, small, medium enterprise. We need to rally them to continue and fight. And also, to remind the consumer to help us, the micro, small, medium enterprise. So hindi po kami mapakali. Sabi ko, what can we do? Can we do a national campaign? Pero sabi ko, suntok sa buwan yun, but let's do it, no? Libre naman mangarap. So I talked to Hiet Chua. Hiet Chua is the owner of DDB, one of the biggest advertising agency in the Philippines. And I gave him the concept. Can we create a song or a campaign to really encourage the micro, small, medium enterprise? Sabi niya, gusto ko yan. Kaya lang wala kaming pera sa AFI. We don't have money in AFI. Wala nagbabayad ng association due sa amin. Sabi niya, I'll do it for free. And then, once we had the concept, we have the creatives, ito pa isang miracle. Pumayag ang brother-in-law mo to create the song and an MTV. And then, andyan na, si Secretary Lopez was there, Senator Bongo was there, everybody was there already. And then Unitel Production said, sige George, we'll do the production for free. So let's shoot. So we shot Gary Valenciano's song, yung Pwede Pang Mangarap. And then we launched it. We had KBP, PANA, Philippine Marketing Association. Majority of the association joined us. Imagine a national campaign na ang buong EDSA LED nagra-run yung TV commercial natin na campaign at saka sa mga malls ng SM. And then after that, wala, hindi pa tumitigil. Meron tayong Reseller Expo. We wanted to help our members go to reseller. So we have a virtual Reseller Expo. So puro ganon, Anthony. Puro ganon ang ginagawa namin ngayon. Hopefully, we can all bounce. Hopefully, lahat ng effort, pinagtulungan. Hopefully, matapos na itong panaginip na to and we face the new day.
Well, thank you for that, no? Kasi daw, tinanong mo si Gary V in front of a Zoom call with 5,000 people eh. Kaya hindi ka niya diba?
Pumayag. Of course,
Kenneth, you're also in the food industry.
Yes, I am, Anthony.
Malapit na tayo sa taxes. Taxes.
Yeah.
So, meron ka bang i-declare? May di-declare ka bang income? How was it?
Unfortunately, there are still taxes to pay, regardless. But we have to. I'm so proud of what Mon is trying to do here, because we have to remind ourselves that tax is good. How much of it is contestable, but tax is good. And I think what Mon is really trying to do is get everyone together to move forward on a better taxation system. We forget that tax is good. Tax is good because it helps us. It's our participation in nation building. I think during this time is a good time to build new systems from the ground up. Right? We've seen a lot of things work and not work. So I'm really proud of what Mon is doing, and he's also helped us in our struggles with tax. I share Mon's concern that I think even on BIR's end, there are a lot of complications that I think we could really streamline. It doesn't have to be complicated.
My question to all of you, what do you think, fearless forecast, kasama ka naman, you think the government will be able to collect a sizable amount? Given, alam mo, Prudes, yung sinabi mo, wow, that's an eye-opener for us, ha? Kasi, yung Taal, di ba? Tapos yung pandemya, most of us doon tinamaan. Ikaw, meron pang swine flu. Oh my gosh. You know, what do you think are the implications of 2020 on taxes in the Philippines this time around? I mean, any thoughts from you guys?
Ako bro, basing on the performance last year, despite the prolonged lockdown, BIR was able to exceed the adjusted tax collection goal. So if I am to base the collection this coming April or this year from their performance last year, and given the digital transformation that BIR is going through right now, and salute to the leadership, Commissioner Billy Dulay, Depcom Lani, because I really worked closely with them after the hackatax, yung streamlining na sinasabi ni Kenneth, and President Duterte just announced that he is giving a go signal dun sa USAID funding for the IT architecture. Parang yun yung sinasabi ni Kenneth na from ground up na talagang magkaroon ng blueprint yung automation or connecting everything para si BIR hindi naman mukhang Bombay na kumakatok at isa-isang pinupuntahan yung mga taxpayers. So I am very positive, kaya po although kay Prof. J talaga sa tax break pagkaiba talaga kami ng pananaw, but I think reduction of taxes will also help because at the end of the day we want everyone to declare their true income. I don't think we have reached that point.
Okay, we're gonna have to wrap
that point.
We're gonna have to wrap that up. But
we need incentive.
You know, Mon, Jay, I think you should take your discussion on a separate breakout room kayo. Pwede kayong dalawa lang. Then, could you, because we have to wrap up this panel discussion, could you at least make one suggestion, one statement na lang, no need to explain. Marami po nakikinig. A lot of people are struggling. Tax season na. Okay? I know we also want more members to join this circle. So, what is your call to the people who are watching all over the world, kasi may mga OFWs pa tayo? Ngayon na palapit na tayo sa tax season. Just one statement from each one of you would appreciate it.
Unahin natin, bro, ang financial beshi ng bayan. Siyempre, sinamahan tayo ni Salve. Salve, sabi mo na ang mga OFWs at ang mga money talks dyan. Go!
Okay. One statement first.
Yeah, well, alam mo, katulad ng financial education, we're always saying, create the good habits even before good things happen. Hindi dapat na hinihintay natin na maganda muna yung financial natin bago natin gawin yung mga tamang habits. Diba? Yung pag-ipon, pagbabayad ng taxes. Iniisip na yan habang naghihirap tayo para pag gumanda lalo, hindi na tayo mamang-problema sa mga ganon. Katulad ng interview ko sa BES nung the other day ba yun, or last week, ng sobrang kulit. It's up on the YouTube channel of Salveses. Marami naman kasing paraan na ang binabayad, na sumusunod ka sa tax regulations dahil alam mo kung ano yung dapat mong ginagawa para maka-prepare ka bago mag-April.
Knowledge, no? Kailangan aware talaga tayo.
Para hindi ka nagbabayad ng sobra dun sa dapat mong binabayad. So, so when you do all of those things, parang ito yung konsepto ng ambag di ba? Yung pinag-usapan natin sa The Bottom Line with Tito Boy. The concept of ambag is that every one of us, because we are allowed to operate our businesses within this economy, we have our own ambag. Even those who are buying things, you have your own ambag also. Alam mo, si Cheryl, 20 years anniversary. Si Prudes, since Noah's Ark ba? Grabe ka, Noah's Ark. Ako, I started my business. Supposedly, nag-start kami in 2019. And this is a dream that I've had for more than 20 years. Pangarap ko talaga magtayo ng isang negosyo. Nagtayo ako ng negosyo, sakto, pandemya. Hinihintay ko pa yung incorporation papers lumabas sa SEC, nag-March na, nag-lockdown, and all of those things. So, the birth of this business of Power and Transform was really, really hard. But we pay taxes because that is our ambag.
Well, thank you so much, Alvin. Maraming salamat. So, Professor J, You pay too much kasi. Kasi you have to, you have to study further so you don't pay so much. Okay. Cheryl, your statement to those watching? Cheryl. Yes. You need your audio.
Nakamute ka, She.
We want to hear your voice. Okay.
So,
Although you're very beautiful, no? We need to hear your voice.
okay. Well, first and foremost, I'd also like to make a call to our leaders, no, to our public servants, and generally to government, because aside from BIR, right now, kami, no, with PFA, we're responsible for over 2,000 brands in the market, and from the largest franchise brands to the smallest to our micro members, and marami umaaray because aside from the BIR filing, are now facing yung renewal ng business permit sa LGUs. So my call to our to the government is that let us also keep in mind that last year is a total lockdown for several months of these stores, these companies, but they want to thrive, they want to survive for their employees. So let us make it equitable and fair. No, our taxes be equitable and fair, and I'm sure with good governance, we can revive the consumer confidence, because that's what we are really waiting for at the moment, Anthony. That the consumer confidence, slowly going up, so that people go to the market and buy. So any additional load will break the camel's back. So we are, at that tipping point right now, and we really need your help. So for all the entrepreneurs in the country, I'd like to encourage everyone, our overseas Filipinos who wanted to go back or wanted to help the economy bounce back, to help in nation building, this is the best time to be an entrepreneur. Last year, I'm so happy, I launched my book, Yes, the Filipino Brand Can. At the height of the pandemic, in Anthony, June, we launched that book because that was also a great inspiration for everyone. We saw right in our faces, so that because of hyper-localism, our people are now embracing our local brands. So this is the best time for our Filipino entrepreneurs to shine and always believe that, yes, the Filipino brand can. So
Thank
that's all.
you.
Wow.
Thank you, Sherry.
Galing-galing, bro. Bro Anthony, gusto ko lang mag-react dun sa message ni Cheryl regarding dun sa mga concerns ng ating mga micro and SMEs. I still serve as co-chair ng Ease of Doing Business, particularly on paying taxes, but any concern regarding just a delay, malaking assessment, yung hindi nagbibigay ng terms or parang nagigipit, whether LGU or whatever government agency, please let us know. As the private sector representative, I am commissioned, or I am responsible to make sure that our government leaders are informed na during this pandemic or even without pandemic, the ease of doing business is not just a slogan, that it's actually heartfelt and experienced by every Filipino, all walks of life. Regardless, hindi mo kailangang kilala ka or nasa malaki kang asosasyon, basta Pilipino ka or basta nagnenegosyo ka sa Pilipinas, hindi ka dapat mahirapan. And I just want to share na under the leadership of Secretary Mon Lopez, yung automation talagang, gusto niya talaga ma-integrate na lahat. But of course, we have to understand, intergovernment yan eh. Hindi naman DTI lang, wish niya, everything will happen right away. But BIR is doing its own digital transformation, DTI, Anti-Red Tape Authority, ang ARTA. So let us know if you are experiencing any kind of delay or inconvenience, because our government is committed to make sure we will be assisted. So wala po dapat bayad, walang extra pay, walang padulas. Dapat po mabilis. That's it. I just have to do my job, bro.
Bon, sumbungan ka din. Kasi yung sinabi ni She, naku, dami nag-like. Good governance, dami nag-like. Grabe, oh, di ba? You know what? Yes. Any other message? Does anybody else want to say something? Because we're going to have to move quickly.
No, She would like to comment. Yes, She.
Yes, actually, we were meeting last week with our board of trustees, and Jomag is with us there.
Of course.
And actually, we will really be making kulit na with you, Mon. Because right now,
nag-volunteer.
In the past kasi, those who are, having problems with compliances and all are relatively the smaller companies, no, they need to have well-equipped system, they need to have their people trained. But right now, even the big brands that you see in the market, 7-Eleven, Max's, Jollibee, really are aching together with the micro franchises. So
Well, let's work together. Don't worry, Chef. Sige, bro. Don't worry, Chef. We'll help you. Yes, bro.
Prof J.
No,
Ayan na. Si Prof.
No, a lot of my students come to me and they ask me, what do we do? And when a time like this, you have to revisit what you wrote in your vision and mission statement. In the vision and mission statement that you wrote, you said so many things about being good to society and to your employees and to the market, and then suddenly we forget all about this. This is our responsibility. You don't just need to pay taxes. You don't just want to pay taxes, but you are a taxpayer because you're a member of this society. It's not just I want, but it's I am. I am a taxpayer.
I think that's so important, Prof J. A core value is only a value when you practice it, even when it hurts you. Otherwise, it's just good PR. Diba? Yes.
May suggestion ako. Madami ring industries that are now earning so much money. I think, you could also make these people volunteer themselves to pay taxes, even if the BIR is not going after them yet. But soon they will. The streamers, the bloggers, the TikTokers, and all these other...
Sila na mag-volunteer. Di ba? Volunteer taxation. Dapat merong isang booth dyan. No?
Volunteer self-assessment.
Yes. Kenneth, thank you. Thank you, Jay. Excellent suggestion. Fruits and final statement. Yes,
yeah.
Kenneth.
So, I guess in your question of like what to say to people, for me, it's really we have to deal with the reality of the situation. I think if you look back with other recessions before, it doesn't take a while to bounce back. So I would recommend people to, number one, preserve capital, but not stop there. We have to reallocate capital. We have to get more jobs started. I tell people that the saddest situation that can happen to you during this pandemic is, of course, you lose a loved one or you lose your life because of stupidity, not being careful. And the second one, not so obvious, is actually you go while being afraid of COVID. You're afraid of COVID and then you go. I think that's also quite sad. So I actually invite people to reallocate capital, get jobs started again. Number one is capital preservation has to be there. But there are opportunities, and I think people who are earning, people who do have the capital, have also the responsibility to get the economy moving.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Which will obviously, help taxes.
Right.
It's part of it, right? Economic activity is taxes, percentage of that. So that's what I tell people. That's what I encourage everyone to do. Not be afraid. There's too much fear.
Salamat.
There's too much fear that's
bro, from younger generation, bro. Younger generation.
Of course. This is our generation. I cannot speak for others. The risk of our generation is not that high, right? So I encourage everyone.
Faith, not fear. But of course, human capital. Please take care of yourself, guys, right? You can take care of your material capital. If you don't take care of yourself, wala rin, no? This time. Let's be wise. Fruits. Ito na. Wisdom through the ages. Fruits.
Grabe ka kay Fruits. Bro.
Magkasama na yung fruit natin.
Nag-on and off yung connection. But anyway, in spite of all these challenges, for me, siguro, ang gusto ko lang ma-emphasize lang dito is for every adversity, there are always opportunities. And those people who are prepared for these opportunities, makapag-simula, not waiting for the pandemic to be over, but start today It may not that big, but let's start today because sabi natin, kahit sa negosyo, ito sinasabi natin lagi, to address the poverty in a country, let us help others to start a business. Whether this is a small or what, importante. Ngayon, on a part ng Mekeni, tinitingnan namin, how can we partner or support those small businesses? Sabi namin, dami mga OFWs, maybe uwi to, may capital kahit paano. Maybe yung mga natanggal ng trabaho na nasa middle management na merong naipon yan, takot lang mag-invest because of the situation. So sabi ko din as a part namin, why don't we be a kitchen for those people who don't have to put up a factory, but we will do a product for them, then they can start their business and support them all the way. So kung ito gusto ko lang ma-emphasize is, of course, with all this pandemic, with all these challenges, there are a lot of opportunities for us to start with. And all of us na naging essential dito sa pandemic nito, negosyo, we can help others. Siguro kung negosyo mo tinamaan, baka naman it is only one way of negosyo. Baka pwede kang lumipat, pwede kang magbago, ibang opportunity na may tutulong sa'yo. And once we have this lot of businesses that started, makikita natin indirectly we are helping the economy of the country na mag-grow niya. Kasi lalaki yung base. Not because yung binayaran ko dati lumaki ngayon, because of pandemic, maybe it's equal or less. But if we're going to help others ngayon, lumapad yung base natin, indirectly we are helping the country a lot to revive the economy.
Excellent, excellent. We know your history, Mekeni.
Bro, gusto ko lang i-share experience working with Fruits. Sa dami ng pinagdaanan ng Mekeni, and they had their BIR audit and all. Alam mo, bago magpasko, anong sabi ni Fruits? I called him, which I do talaga. Sabi ko, Fruits, do you want us to postpone this? Do you want us to delay? Alam mo, sabi niya, tulong na natin yan. Sige, basta may resibo. Bayaran natin na dapat bayaran. So imagine that was Christmas and before the lockdown. Then during the lockdown, bro, tawag ka agad dyan. Bro Mon, sino ba pwede natin tulungan? Padalan kita, tulong mo na doon sa mga frontliners dyan sa Pampanga, etc. And nung nagkaroon tayo ng show dito sa FYE channel, Magandang Kabuhayan, isa din siya sa unang-unang naging bahagi at nag-share ng Mekeni para maging reseller yung mga kababayan natin na nawalan ng trabaho. And of course, kay George Winike din ng AFI, and hopefully soon, sila siya sa PFA kasi ang laking bagay na natutulungan natin yung mga kababayan natin na hindi lang helpless, nagiging hopeless during this pandemic. So, yun lang bro, I just want to share na paying taxes is really good. Sabi nga ni Kenneth, it's not just paying cause it's a burden, pero it's really our expression of love of country and our kababayan. Salamat.
By the way, don't leave until George, one last message, your closing message. Don't forget, magkaka-picture tayo kasi gagamitin daw ng BIR to eh. Okay. So, okay, alis ha. Yes, George. Final message.
If you want to bounce back, if you want the country to bounce back, be a hero, pay your tax, and at the same time, self-discipline. Yung pera ni Juan ay para kay Juan, hindi po sa atin yon. Okay. So again, for my fellow entrepreneurs, my message lang: let's unleash the most powerful resources that God gave us, which is our imagination, innovation, and originality. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna have to be exiting soon, but I want to introduce somebody. But I want to say thank you to you, Mon, for inviting me. You know, I'm actually about to attend a wake. My brother passed away. Oh, kilala niyo yun, si X44, di ba?
Oh, yes.
Of course, Fruits. Right?
My condolences, brother.
Yes, yes. Makakarating. I just wanted to share that because dumating dito yung anak ko, si Donnie, pumasok. Akala ko si X44 because he dressed like him, all white, you know. Wow. Oh. And Donnie Pangilinan, you know, my son, is one of your elite circle members already, di ba? So, as young as his age, it's not about age, regardless of age or stage, we're here. And I hope all of us can say, like X44, when all is said and done, mission accomplished.
Yun.
Mission accomplished. Mon, do you want me to introduce the one who will render a song or ikaw na?
Sure. I mean, yes, of course. We're excited to welcome Donnie, by the way. Soon we'll welcome Donnie officially ano yan, sunod-sunod sila eh. Sila Niel, sila Donnie, and a lot of our celebrities and influencers. Kasi nga, sabi nga ni Prof. J, yan yung madalas na inahabol ng BIR. Well, BIR will be our friend because sila ang magiging role model at magiging inspiration para sa ating mga future taxpayers. So, thank you very much, everyone, and looking forward to collaborate with you, and I hope we all continue to share our blessings through our businesses, give more employment, earn more income, para we pay more taxes. Thank you very much, everyone, and please share this to your members, to your friends. We want to have more members in the Elite Taxpayer Circle, and let's be friends with BIR because in this time of crisis.
Question. What's the requirement to join? Ano requirement to join? Maraming nanonood ngayon.
Yes, there is a QR code already in all the posters posted everywhere in social media. They just have to fill up the information and recommend other companies to join the Elite Taxpayer Circle so they don't need to pay. Kasi ang goal lang natin is to encourage everyone to keep educating themselves, updating themselves, and complying correctly with all government, especially BIR's requirements. Yun naman talaga ang goal natin sa Elite Taxpayer Circle. And feel proud that we are taxpayers. Ako'y Filipino, taxpayer ako.
Oh, smile, lahat. Who's gonna take the picture?
Smile now, smile.
Okay, who's gonna take the picture? Ikaw na? On?
No, I can't. I don't know how.
Ako na lang. One, I'll send it to you. One. Look like you're paying, okay? Please look like you're paying. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. Please welcome next on the program, Devo Bayer to render us a song.
Wow.
Cheers.
Emperor of Soul.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, guys. Bye. Good to see you, Prof.
George.
Bye. Bye, Prof. Bye, Anthony.
Everyone, the Emperor of Soul, Mr. Devo Bayer.
Hi, everybody. I hope you can hear me. Okay, so I'm going to sing this one for everybody. I can think of all the times you told me not to touch the light. Never thought that you'd be the one. Couldn't really justify how you even thought it could be right. 'Cause everything we cherish is gone. And in the end, you can tell me if it was worth the try, so I can decide. Leaves will soon grow from the bareness of trees, and all will be alright in time. From waves overgrown from the calmness of seas, and all will be alright in time. Oh, you never really loved someone until learn to forget. Try as hard as it might to fleet the shadows of the night. It haunts me and it makes me feel blue. But how can I try to hide when every breath and every hour I still am thinking of you? And in the end, everything we have makes it worth the fight. So I will hold on for as long as leaves will surround from the bareness of trees, and all will be alright in time. The waves overgrown from it all will be alright in time. Oh, you never really loved someone until you learn to forgive. I never thought that I would see the day that I decide if I should leave or stay. But in the end, what makes it worth the fight? That no matter what happens, try to make it right. Leaves will soon grow from the barrenness of trees, and all will be alright in time. Waves overrun from the calmness of seas, and all will be alright in time. Wounds of the past will eventually heal, and all will be alright in time. This all comes from with a love that is real. Said all will be alright in time. Said all will be alright in time. Said all will be alright in time. All will be alright in time. Oh, you never really loved someone until you learn to forgive. You learn to forgive. You learn to forgive. Thank you so much, guys.
Wow!
Sermon.
Idol Divo.
Sermon.
Everything will be all right in time. So I'll just like to repeat that everything will be all right in time. So to all our live viewers, to all our viewers sa Facebook, sa YouTube, kung ano man po ang pinagdadaanan nyo ng negosyo nyo, kung pinoproblema nyo pa po yung buwis na babayaran nyo, everything will be all right in time. Yan ang sabi ni Idol Divo. Divo, thank you very much for gracing our very special occasion, milestone nga po sa ating advocacy. After nung Hackatax Innovation Challenge na sinuportahan nating project ng BIR, ito naman po ngayon ang Elite Taxpayer Circle. Divo, would you like to greet and invite everyone who's watching us right now sa yung live stream at sa mga 2021 plans ng ating Emperor of Soul?
Sir Mon, thank you ha. Medyo hindi kita marinig right now, but thank you. I hope to see you, and of course, I'm always a supporter of TaxWiz PH. I mean, thank you, and I hope to see you again. And sa 30,
thank you.
Thank
you, Divo.
See you again.
Salamat po, ating Emperor of Soul, Divo Bayer. So guys, everyone watching us right now, don't forget to register now sa ating Elite Taxpayers Circle. All you have to do is to go to the QR code or click the link na available po sa acg.ph, sa Asian Consulting Group Facebook page, sa TaxWiz PH, at sa lahat po ng mga social media nakapost na po yung Elite Taxpayer Circle. Just take a photo or click yung QR code para po ma-access niyo yung application form. And this is very timely dahil marami sa atin maghahanda na sa pagbabayad ng buwis. And don't forget to download TaxWiz PH app. Siya po ay libre lamang, makakatulong sa inyo, hindi lang sa pag-compute through the tax calculator. Marami malamang sa atin may tanong. Alam mo yung nag-fill up ka, tas biglang, ay ano nga ba dito sagot? Ay ano nga ba yung gagawin? Guys, TaxWiz PH will be your friend and will accompany you every step of the way. So please download TaxWiz PH app. Gamitin po ang Anli Chat para po kami makausap nyo, makapagtanong kayo. Free consultation po. Kasama po yan sa ating advocacy partnership with DTI and BIR na si TaxWiz PH. Mobile app ay libreng magagamit ng ating mga kababayan saan man sa mundo, especially yung ating mga taxpayers at mga micro or influencers o mga baguhan. na online sellers or startups na baka nalilito pa kung anong gagawin. Guys, download TaxSwiss PH for free. Use the AnyChat and soon you can use it to file your tax returns. O diba, all in one guys, libre, wala na kayong gagawin, magiging mabuti ka pang Pilipino. Wala kang dadalhin sa konsensya mo na obligasyong hindi mo ginawa kasi yan naman po talaga ang gusto natin. Sabi nga natin kanina, diba, dapat maging proud tayo. Tayo yung Pilipino pero hindi lang sa salita. Dapat pati sa gawa. Gawin natin ang tama. Kung meron tayong dapat bayaran, bayaran natin ang tamang buwis kasi po makakatulong to hindi lang sa gobyerno, sa marami nating kababayan na nangangailangan ng tulong ngayong panahon ng pandemya. At kung maraming negosyo gusto mag-bounce back, yung iba pong kababayan natin gusto lang po may kakainin sa susunod nilang sa hapagkainan, diba? So sana po makatulong tayo sa pagbabayad ng tamang buwis. Ayan po. So meron lang po tayong mga final announcements. So para po sa ating Valentine's, so ano muna tayo, magpakilig muna. May ka-date ka na ba sa Valentine's? Ayan, wag niyo na po tanungin kung may ka-date ako, pero sagot na namin ang Valentine's treat. Kanina nakilala niyo si Kenneth ko. So siya po ang isa sa nagbigay ng Valentine's dinner treat for 2 para po sa lucky couple na mabibigyan, na mananalo. Imagine niyo during the week of the Valentine's, sagot na ng Kenji Tay, my favorite Japanese restaurant, ang inyong dinner date, hindi lang sa araw ng Valentine's, sa linggo na yon, Monday to Sunday, mamili ka. And pag ikaw ang napili namin, which we will announce next week, ayan. Or kung ikaw naman ay taga Quezon City, meron po tayong 20 vouchers for a free stylish haircut mula sa My Own Space, MOS Lifestyle, exclusive lifestyle salon for men. Diyan po ako nagpupunta every week. Kaya hindi po humahaba ang buhok natin. And of course, from My Cartero, kung meron ka mga kamag-anak, girlfriend, or boyfriend, loved ones abroad, 192 countries, free shipping po. All you have to do is to download TaxSwiss PH app, i-chat niyo po sa amin. Sino ba gusto mong ka-date ngayong Valentine's or sino bang gusto mong padalan sa abroad? Kailangan po, ilagay niyo po, sagutin niyo po yon at sabihin niyo anong promo po ang gusto niyo. Yung dinner date ba, Kenji Tay? Haircut ba, free haircut ba, MOS? Or yung free shipping at saang bansa. Para po, pag kayo ang napili, automatic po, kukontakin kayo ng aming digital team at siguradong sa linggo ng Valentine's, mas magiging masaya at nakakakilig dahil sagutan ng ating mga partners ang pagpapasaya ng inyong Valentine's. Ayan guys, so please keep watching all our shows at ngayon naman po sa ating lucky viewer, paalala natin dapat po i-download yung TaxSwiss PH app kasi po hindi po kami sa Kumu magko-communicate doon sa app para doon sa inyong premyo or guesting sa show. So kung meron po kayong nagiging problema, pwede nyo pong i-follow yung Entrep Idol 1 or 2, tapos i-raise nyo po yung concern, pero dapat po lahat ng contact details through TaxSwiss PH app. So ayan po, every show po meron tayong lucky viewer na may imbitahan sa magandang kabuhayan para mabigyan ng business opportunity. At doon naman sa mga naghahanap ng trabaho guys, visit www.acg.ph or Asian Consulting Group page. Marami po tayong job opportunities, career opportunities dito po. Hindi lang para sa mga accountant, pati sa mga IT, sa mga communications graduate dahil marami po tayong gagawin hindi lang ngayon 2021, kundi sa susunod pang isang dekada o 10 dekada guys. Kaya dito na kayo sa ACG kung saan hindi lang puro pera ang pag-uusapan, kung hindi mission mo. Ano ba yung personal vision, mission mo? Ano ba yung pangarap mo? Baka naman matulungan ka namin or matrain ka dito sa ACG at sa TaxSwiss PH. Tandaan niyo po, wala pong success na hindi pinaghihirapan. At ang pangangarap, libre, pero ang pagtupad nito, pinaghihirapan din po. Kaya siguraduhin po natin na every day, every opportunity, minamaximize natin para mapalapit tayo dun sa ating one big dream. I just have to read an official statement, guys. Dahil po sa, tama ba? Pwede ko na bang basahin? Yes po. Marami pong mga issues na nagkakalat at marami pong mga messages na natatanggap ang TaxSwiss PH Kumu account. So I would just like to read an official statement at sana po maging malinaw na at dito na po magtapos ang mga issue. Ito po. Number 1 po, we are a tax advisory and technology solutions firm. You can check our website www.acg.ph. We are not a talent agency. We do not manage or pouch talents or live streamers here in Kumu. We collaborate and share with them more opportunities. We do not own FYE channel. We do not sponsor any event or contest here in Kumu. We are not a charity group. We want to help everyone, but please stop sending photos and solicitations for medical or financial assistance. We are the advocacy partner of the BIR and DTI in promoting tax awareness, entrepreneurship, and ease of doing business in the country through TaxWiz PH Digital Solutions. Yan po yung free mobile app, YouTube channel, at online academy na libre din po. We really appreciate all your trust and support. But please download and use TaxWiz PH app. It's free. You can visit our website, taxwiz.ph, if you want to be invited on our shows or to claim your prizes. We do not have Andy coins. That was meant to be a joke. So please don't demand support for your campaigns here in Kumu. It's okay to ask for help, but don't oblige us or run on TaxWiz PH account if we don't reply to your messages. If you get selected as lucky viewer or win anything from our shows, please follow instructions before you run or complain. We apologize for any delay or inconvenience, but we need to validate information, receive your contact details sent through or via TaxWiz PH app, not here in Kumu. So kahit po mag-follow up kayo na mag-follow up sa TaxWiz PH Kumu account, hindi po ito yung proper channel or platform para po i-coordinate yung mga details. So you have to use TaxWiz PH app at doon po i-coordinate sa inyo kung ano po yung next step if may guesting po kayo or kung meron kayong napanalunan sa show. Hope you continue to watch our live stream so we can share more business opportunities and valuable insights on taxes, life, and career, while we support worthy and amazing world-class talents here in Kumu. So guys, I hope you still continue to watch our shows, Magandang Kabuhayan FYE channel every Monday at 8 a.m. Hashtag Asset Taxwiz Live 2.0 FYE channel, back-to-back with BIR in Action, live every Monday po, 3 p.m., like what we are doing now. And TLC with Mona Brea sa Sin Zone channel every Saturday, 6 p.m. Pero 5 p.m. pa lang, live na tayo sa TaxWiz PH. And para po sa Valentine's Street, abangan nyo po 3 times po akong magla-live this week kung saan po pipili tayo ng mananalo sa Valentine's Street. Sana po na-download nyo na yung app, na-chat nyo na po kung ano po yung promo na sinalihan nyo para po pag pinaakyat po kayo sa aking live stream, pag-uusapan na lang natin kung paano or anong balak nyo sa Valentine. So inuulit ko po, this week I won't announce, we'll do a surprise live stream para po malaman natin kung talagang ito po kayo po ba talaga ay follower ni TaxWiz PH. Pag nag-live po ako, magpapakyat po ako ng mga mananalo sa lahat po ng ating Valentine's Street. Kasi po next week po, i-announce na po officially lahat po ng nanalo dun sa 20 vouchers from MOS, 25 free shipping, at 3 Valentine's dinner treat mula sa ating mga partners and sponsors. So, nulit ko po, 3 times po ako magla-live this week para po kumpletuhin ang mga mananalo sa ating Valentine's Street na officially i-announce sa Monday sa Magandang Kabuhayan. So, thank you everyone for watching and I hope you continue to support TaxWiz PH. And ipopost ko din po yung official statement sa aking profile account para po mabasa niyo po. Kung gusto niyo pong i-share, okay lang din po. Pero sana po patuloy po natin suportahan ng isa't isa at okay lang naman po minsan mangbudol. Pero sana po wag po tayong mag-rant, wag po tayong magalit kasi maganda po ang objectives natin kung bakit tayo sumali sa Kumu. At gusto po natin panatilihin maganda ang ating samahan at may kapayapaan. Wala pong samaan ng loob. So maraming salamat. Thank you everyone for watching hashtag Asset Taxwiz Live 2.0 and officially we have launched Elite Taxpayer Circle. Sana po yung mga MSMEs na qualified mag-apply na po kayo at sama-sama po nating tuparin ang ating mga pangarap nang hindi kailangang mabwisit. Thank you everyone for watching. Bye-bye!
Ang ating tip dito, Black, sa isang
Yung mga nangangarap magnegosyo pero walang puhunan.
o Angeline, unang-una, basta nagka-feel na tayo, forever na yon.
Citizens tayo, obligasyon natin yan.